Hey YouTube, what's going on? Matt Kennedy here. Happy July 29th. Happy Friday. Hope you all have a safe and happy weekend. Last weekend in July, I cannot believe it. Again, I'm moving on Monday to my new college apartment. We'll do a video going over that apartment soon. Last thing I'll say too for an introduction, the game does drop 2 weeks from Monday night. Again, it's Tuesday the 16th, but really it's Monday night the 15th at midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. I will be streaming at 10 o'clock, which is 2 hours before midnight. I will be doing a little tailgate stream. We'll talk, we'll prep, what to do. We'll go over everything again, other stuff, right? You want to be there, great. Be there or be square. I know there will be other streamers, but if you want someone for sure that will be there early, on time, talking about the content, streaming it on my new desktop computer PC software program, then I will be doing that on Monday night, the 15th. So what it comes down to really quick is, we're going over quarterback animations. And when you look at a quarterback in franchise, it's really important. In Ultimate Team, it's probably not as important because, let's be honest here, you can probably get any abilities you want. Even quarterbacks that probably don't deserve abilities get abilities. In franchise, it's like you got to be a superstar dev or better to get it, right? In Ultimate Team, you could be an 80 overall and get one ability, right? What it comes down to though is what abilities do you get, and if you don't have abilities, how is your throwing animation? A quarterback comes down to 5 things. It's speed, it's throw power, it's throwing stats, it's size, including height and body weight, and number 5 is that throw animation. It really is saying how fast can you throw that ball? And I'm not talking about, velocity, because that's more throw power, like the throw power stat, and gunslinger for velocity, right? I'm talking about your literal throw animation. And this was a article by MuttGG going over all the throw animations. In order, it goes number 1, Slinger 1, number 2, Generic 3, number 3, Traditional 1, then it goes to Slinger 2, Traditional 3, Slinger 3, then Slinger 4, all the way down to the worst one of Traditional 5. And then notice how it says a note. Note, interesting how 90% of all quarterbacks released went from Generic 1 in 21 to Generic 3. So Gen 1 to Generic 3, that is going up in the rankings. So Generic 1 is Tim Tebow, Jim Kelly, Johnny Unitas. Ugh. That guy was a 97 overall back in January for the playoff master. He looked so glitchy on paper, but his throwing animation sucked, and he just missed all his throws, right? Plus, they nerfed him because he was free because of a make rate. So anyway, Generic 1, Generic 3 is a big jump, right? Now again, look, guys, look, right? You're not going to have to memorize all these things because this will be changing next year, right? Next year, MuttLeaks posted that, and trust me, guys, this guy is a hacker. He goes in the, in the computer. He's able to see things that we can't. I'm sure we could do it if we were high tech like him. But shout out to MuttLeaks for doing this, right? I recommend following him because again, it's MuttLeaks, right? And again, if you don't have Twitter, get it. Twitter, I don't use it for anything else. I only use it for like Adam Schefter, NFL updates, Madden updates, Mutt updates, etc. Right? Plus, on Twitter, they always post the new cards for the new promos the day before. So yeah, kind of like Legends, Ultimate Legends, right? So look, last year again, we only had about 12 different options: Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, 5 traditionals, 4 slingers. Of course, Slinger 1 is the best release. This year, we're looking to get up to 18 different releases. The post states, Madden 23 may introduce additional quarterback styles, throwing animations, more than a half dozen new styles listed. Remember how Phillip Rivers threw that ball? He was a sideways guy, right? Even Matt Stafford has a little bit of that sideways throw, right? We even branch all the way off of Trey Lance. If you have ever seen Trey Lance throw the ball, he throws it weird. His arm does not go all the way back. It's like it goes half back and he like pushes the ball forward. Even Mahomes, right? That little sideways twist, huh? Josh Allen, he lets it go, right? Everyone has their unique style. Even Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace to him, right? But he had that weird high release, right? Herbert, high release, other stuff, right? So what it comes down to, bro, is just a quarterback's release goes a long way in the game, right? Because if you don't have Gunslinger, you're going to get that animation like happen in the game, right? And it could be the difference between a sack, a fumble, or a completion touchdown. When pressure is coming and you press square, triangle, you name it, bro, right? X, circle, right? Y, right? Whatever your button is on your Xbox, PC, or PS4, right? PS5, right? When that pressure is coming, RB, you press that button to throw the ball. Depending how fast that quarterback throws the ball, what is his release point, right? It might get it off, or it might be sacked. It could be a throw out of a sack or a sack fumble, right? That's why I said in the beginning of the game, now somebody might say, well, Matt, what's the point of this video? Well, the first one is saying there's going to be a lot of different quarterback styles this year according to the leaks. And with that said, it's going to make the game way more fun. Now, 18 styles right now is what they show. It's not a whole lot more than the 12, 13 they already had down there. Gen 1, Gen 2, slingers, traditionals, all that stuff. But, anything different to the game is great. Just like how they're changing the whole, strat items. And I made a video on that talking about, how they should change it and, what I could see happening to it. And, talking about last year's and all that stuff. They're adding a new epic tier. So now a rare strat item, which is +1 speed to DBs, wide receivers, all this stuff, it's not the best one anymore. They're going to have like 4 tiers now, not 3, right? So having all this, I guess you would say quarterback variability, it's going to make the game more fun, right? If I have a quarterback that's ranked, he's ranked 16th on his throw animations versus someone who's ranked number 5, I should see a big difference, right? 5 versus 16th, right? I had the 5th best throwing animation versus the 16th best, right? Now, keep in mind, I don't know if this is just going to be like the style of the throw or speed. Because even though two guys have different styles, like maybe Tom Brady and we'll say Matthew Stafford, they might have actual similar speeds. Or even if it's like 0.1 seconds, it's negligible, right? So I don't really exactly know what's actually going to be happening. No one knows. I'm just telling you guys in this video, be ready for changes. Don't go into this year saying Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 1. It's going to be different, right? And the beginning of the year, everyone used Danny Dimes last year. Danny Dimes was Gen 3. And a big reason why everyone used Danny Dimes was he was the first good quarterback that was fairly cheap. He went for $150K or under. He got set feet lead, and he was actually pretty quick. Not to mention, not a midget, right? So what it comes down to is in this game, you're going to want to get one of the better quarterbacks in the game at launch who is going to get either set feet lead, pass lead elite, or gunslinger. But I would not expect a gunslinger. Like, I'm going to try to find Zach Wilson, but I don't know if it will say his release date. I mean, I could probably figure it out. Surely it'll say his release date, right? So the first time that we saw Zach Wilson was mid-September, and he was the rising star free player. And he was going for over 200K. For an 89 overall, well, that's because he got gunslinger. Pretty decent speed, pretty dang good throwing stats, in the 90s of throw power. Not to mention, this guy is what, 6'2"? Seemed like a pretty glitchy guy to me, right? So you can see how expensive gunslinger will be at launch. And the one thing that people always forget is gunslinger against pass lead elite. What is gunslinger? So gunslinger, if I can find it. Wait, why are they not giving him gunslinger, dude? I mean, he got gunslinger last year. That's... Maybe I'm just blind, guys, but dude, Did they change Gunslinger? All right, whatever. Pass lead elite, okay? Let's see what this says. All right, here it is. Pass lead elite will speed up the ball velocity. So after you throw the ball gets there faster, right? Which is very important, right? But Gunslinger does that too, and it speeds up the quarterback's release or his throwing animation, right? Gunslinger is so powerful, right? It's 4, 5, 6 AP on different quarterback archetypes, and they may add new archetypes this year, right? We saw wide receivers have a playmaker archetype. What the fuck's that, right? These quarterbacks, it's pass lead elite, set feet lead. Does he get set feet lead? Set feet lead is 1 AP, okay? So this one has increased throw power. It has to be a bullet pass, and it has to have your feet set. And there's no high or low throws velocity. It's just normal throws, no high, no low. Set feet lead is the bare minimum. You gotta have some, but your feet have to be set, which really means you gotta be a good pocket passer. If you're on the run or you're fidgety with your left stick, it's not gonna be a good ability for you, right? So set feet lead, then pass lead elite, and then Gunslinger are the 3 tiers for throwing abilities, in my opinion. But again, Zach Wilson was the first Gunslinger quarterback. And if you don't believe me, let me go in my videos here. And if you want to know what this is, let me go to YouTube. If I go to, this is kind of behind the scenes of me showing you what the YouTube studio looks like here. If I go to up here, search videos, Gunslinger, you will literally see Zach Wilson's video pop up. Free Gunslinger. It's free Gunslinger because you got Zach Wilson for free from Solos. And that video blew up. So, and again, you look at the details, sorry for stumbling, September 15th. We did not get a Gunslinger quarterback until 1 month into the game. And because of that, expect no Gunslinger until at least September. So you're going to have to do pass lead elite, set feet lead, or no ability at all. And you have to throw the ball with just whatever the naked throw power is. So that's why these throwing animations at launch, the different variability, it could matter. Maybe Aaron Rodgers is the best option at launch. Kenny Pickett, Desmond Ridder, yeah, they're 86s. But at the end of the day, they have some of the worst releases in the game. And Desmond Ridder is pretty quick. He has great stats, but he's an improviser and he has a bad release. Improvisers don't get any set feet lead, pass lead elite, gunslinger, really even inside Deadeye. So if they keep him an improviser, which he is, it said improviser on the rookie premier card, expect bad abilities for him. Kenny Pickett does get set feet lead, inside Deadeye, other stuff, but keep in mind, set feet lead will not help his animation, only his velocity. He'll still have one of the worst releases in the game, right? So, but again, those releases might change according to Mutt Leaks. So give me your thoughts on this idea and give me your thoughts on what quarterback you want to have to start the year. Keep in mind, they may give you a solo challenge quarterback. I highly doubt they're going to give you one of the best quarterbacks from solos. Again, they did give you one for the Rising Stars, Flashbacks, Danny Dimes, Zach Wilson last year, but you didn't get a free one until September 15th. From solos, you might have to wait a minute or two before you actually get one from solos. We're probably going to have to buy a good quarterback, and it's important. I might do Aaron Rodgers, should be a pocket passing league. They're going to nerf escape artists, make it an X factor. They're going to buff pass rush, buff contains. You're not going to be able to run around every single play. You're going to have to do a pocket pass system, get a really good release. Why? There's no gunslinger for a while, and gunslinger is the only thing that boosts your velocity, or not velocity, your throwing animation, your throwing release. So I would go with Aaron Rodgers or some kind of Slinger 1 or Gen 3 top 2 release, because without that release boost, you'll want a good stock release. Give me your thoughts. Peace.